We are joined now by the most decorated Olympian in the history of the games. 28 medals, 23 of them gold. Michael Phelps joins us live on SportsCenter. It's been too long, man. It's great to visit. I hate that it's for this reason. Michael, you're a guy that understands the mind of an elite athlete, how it is so regimented. You talked about this earlier Tuesday night. So regimented to focus on a singular goal. And now for those athletes whose opportunity to compete is gone, how do you process it with the empathy that you would understand?
It's been crazy all day, because I've gone kind of back to the last 3 Olympics and kind of put myself in their shoes, and it's almost too much to take on, because you really work up, to these 4 years or through these 4 years to get ready for this event, this meet, whatever the event that you're getting ready for. And all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're going to postpone it for a year. I think the hardest thing is really understanding that the whole training cycle now gets completely changed. And I think that one thing is really going to show is a lot of mental health struggles, I think, are really going to come from this. And I hope that everybody is getting the help and the care that they need.
You've been so out in front of that. You'd understand that part of it as well, and in a way that none of us could, when perhaps this is the best chance or last chance, and now maybe it's gone. Yeah. How do those athletes take care of themselves in the space between the years when it's no one's fault?
I mean, I think the biggest thing and probably the best thing to look at it is really trying to take what you can control. If you are going to go forward and go one more year and put everything on hold, then think about the small things every day that you can control to prepare yourself. That was one thing that Bob and I were adamant on. Like, we were so focused on those things, and we were able to perfect them. And I think that was one of the biggest things for the success that we had.
I go back to my days at Maryland, and I was friends with a bunch of swimmers, and they'd build up to tapering and all these different things, very specific ways to prepare for meets. And obviously the Olympics are the ultimate meet. And when you talk about a year's worth of changing how you prepare, what's that look like? And help me understand something I have no grasp of.
If you're a distance swimmer, you would basically just go right back into ramping up your yardage. If you're a middle distance swimmer, you're probably gonna, kind of gradually go back into a heavy workload, where in normal years or normal Olympic years, at this point, you're basically, in a way, like kicking back and just getting ready for, whatever you're going to do, because there's nothing that you can change at this point. All the work has been done. And you're basically just fine tuning those small things. So it's a completely different mindset that these athletes are going to go through. It's especially over the next couple of months, because a lot of them can't even train.
Sure.
So, it just makes things a lot more difficult.
I'm so interested, obviously, in your perspective in this, but I'm also just interested in you as a human being, just your headspace. Where are you? I mean, we're all dealing with things the way we're dealing with them. How are you processing this?
I mean, like all of us, it's crazy. It's that I mean, obviously, I'm still at a loss of words, but I think. We really have to take it seriously, and this is something that isn't going to go away on its own. We all have to work together in order to follow these specific guidelines to make sure that we're all staying healthy. And I can say in the Phelps household, Mom had him outside today. Nicole was out there with them teaching and doing these different activities that the teachers from school passed along, and they were having a blast. So they're loving life. We have a little gym in our garage, so I'm able to still get my workouts in, and we're homebodies naturally. So this is something that's pretty convenient for us.
Well, that right
on, man. We don't
have
to leave the house much.
Well, I think we can follow the leads of our kids, and those of us with small kids, we're all just trying to keep them entertained and keep them from hopefully from going to the emergency room. That's someplace we all want to avoid, with like running into one another. So I wish you good health to your kids and good health to you, and it's so great to catch up. Stay well until we cross paths again. All right.
Cheers, man. Good to see you.
Right on.
We'll talk soon.
I hope so. Michael Phelps. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.